If you have ever wondered why people seem to be so eager to get divorced, this video is for you. In the next couple minutes, I'm going to go over percentage of divorce rates, a little bit about marriage counseling, and then of course the biggest reason for divorces. And if you're ready, let's get going. According to the American Psychological Association, somewhere between 40 and 50% of first marriages end in divorce. That statistic is from 2022. The numbers this year are slightly higher. It's closer to 48 to 50%. Now, the divorce rate currently for second marriages is 60 to 67%. Third marriages are between 75 and 80%. We saw a big spike in divorces during the pandemic when people were quarantined and at home. We saw a lot of damaged relationships because people could not get away from each other. And with that being said, women are generally much more likely to seek marriage counseling. Men are very reticent, and depending on which statistics you look at, it's around 20 to 25%, maybe slightly higher, where men will look for this type of help. Now, with someone like myself who's done counseling in this area for decades, I can tell you that when a couple comes to you for marriage counseling, they are not actually your clients. The marriage itself is your client. So a marriage counselor will be doing everything they can to repair or sustain the actual marriage. One of the things that needs to be mentioned are the large incentives that are in place for someone to leave a marriage. Now, statistically, around 80% of all divorces are initiated by the woman. I heard another content creator compare it to a job. If you worked for me, and I have a lot of people that work for me and I pay them well, but if you worked for me and you found out that there might be an incentive for you after you get tired of the job or after a few years of the doldrums of what the job may entail, you may find that there's an incentive for you to actually leave the job and still retain 50% or more of your actual salary. That would continue based on the number of years that you put into the company. Now, with an incentive like that, what reason is there to continue to work at a job if it's difficult, if you're arguing all the time, if it doesn't seem rewarding, and if you're looking at other jobs thinking that would be way better? So the incentives in and of themselves are generally enough to take a large group of people who, since the advent of online dating, as well as the burdens of what happened with the lockdown and COVID, and it pushes these numbers over the top. But the purpose is to let you know that the numbers are high, and much of it is based on the incentives that someone can gain by leaving that marriage. I know, super encouraging, right? If you're still here, do me a favor, click on one of these other videos. I'll be back very soon in the next one. See you then!